Digital romance, TV.
Hi, this is Claire Casey, and today I'm answering a question about whether a guy is too old for someone. How many years in a relationship is acceptable? What kind of age range is there? And there's not an easy answer overall to that, but there's some general ideas and guidelines you can go by. I have a letter here from Vanessa who says, Claire, 3 weeks ago, I met this great guy. He is everything I've ever wanted. Things were great until last week when he asked me if the age difference between us bothered me. I'm 20 and he's 29. I thought that if I assured him it was no problem for me, he'd be fine. But lately he hasn't been returning my calls and I'm not sure what to do. How can I make him more comfortable with our age difference? I need him to give me a chance. Please help, Vanessa. It may not be that you can make him comfortable with the age difference in your relationship, Vanessa. He may just be uncomfortable with it. If you're 20 and he's 29, it's not a big deal if you're in your 30s or 40s or 50s or 60s. But it's kind of a big deal in your 20s because you've been through so much change during that decade and the one before it. You're just 1 year out of being technically a teenager. And that's a pretty big deal. It's not an impossible gap to bridge in dating, but it is a big one. And if you keep dating him, I would take some time to evaluate your kind of psychological ages, meaning, you're 20 and he's 29, but are the things that you're doing and thinking and enjoying, are they very 20 and the things that he's doing, or maybe very 29, 30 something? For example, are you in college right now? Are you in school and you're very busy doing school-related things, and maybe he's very busy doing career-related things, and there's kind of not as much common ground as there could be. That's one example. Maybe his friends are all older, and your friends are teenagers in high school, some of them still, or some of them in college, or that sort of thing. So go through and say, okay, are we really a match given what his interests and age, not age, but the ages of his friends, the ages of the things he's doing, are those two things between us compatible? They may still be. Also, at 20, you're really at the perfect time of life to do a lot of experimenting. So if he is interested in still dating, I think that's great. You can enjoy dating him, but I hope you'll date other guys too. You said in your letter you met him 3 weeks ago and he's everything you ever wanted. Give a relationship a little more than that. Give it 3 months. Give it 7 months. And the longer you have, the more you'll know if he really is everything that you've ever wanted in a guy. Because when it's fresh and new, you're kind of in love and it's just everything's perfect. Nothing is ever wrong with it. And that can be misleading because that in love business is chemical and it does go away. You can bring it back, you can renew it, but you don't always feel like every single thing about him is perfectly charming and wonderful. The man that you spend your whole life with, you'll know plenty of things about him that are not charming and that are not perfect by any means. And the same will be true of you too. You'll have things about you that are just a pain in the butt and really tough to have to deal with for your partner. So give it some time, enjoy dating, date lots of different guys, and pick up everything that you can learn about relationships as you go. You're just in a great time, a great position, and accept his interest if he is interested, and if he's not, that's okay. There are lots and lots of other guys, both his age and your age and everything in between. So that's my basic advice to you, Vanessa. I hope things go well for you. Thanks for taking the time to write and listen. I'm Claire Casey for Digital Romance TV, and I'll talk to you again soon.
Did you know there's a 3-step formula to make a guy fall desperately in love with you? Go to digitalromance.tv/CHH to learn a simple method any woman can use to capture a man's heart and make him love you forever. Again, that link is digitalromance.tv/CHH.